Hello and welcome to another Online Business Realm video. Today we're going to be looking at something that is really the foundation of a lot of online business opportunities. Without being able to use some software programs, you're always going to be in a spot of having to outsource graphics, web design, brochures, anything like that. So the real way to solve that problem is to learn how to do those things yourself. So let me rewind a little bit. When I first got into online business in 2010, I had started a company and I did not know how to do my own graphics. I didn't know how to make my own website. So I had a graphic designer on retainer. I paid him several $100s a month to make images for me. And he wasn't very good at getting back with me. He wouldn't respond to emails. It took him forever to complete the jobs. And so over time, I just got to the point where I started slowly learning how to do everything myself. But one of the reasons why it was so difficult to try to do it by yourself then was because everything that Adobe offered was so expensive. Just to get one program, it was like $700 to buy Photoshop. So now Adobe has created what is called the Creative Cloud. And the Creative Cloud, as you see here, it says it gives you the entire collection of Adobe desktop and mobile apps, from essentials like Photoshop, CC, to next generation tools like Adobe XD You also get built-in templates to jumpstart your designs and step-by-step tutorials to sharpen your skills and get up to speed quickly. It's everything you need to create, collaborate, and get inspired. The cost of all of these individual programs that you can get with the Creative Cloud used to be absolutely astronomical. But we'll look at some of the plans here in a little bit for you to get on Creative Cloud, and you'll see it's extremely affordable now. So it really helps with the self-starter, the person who likes to learn how to do them, things themselves. So they have different plans. They have individual plans, student teacher plan, business plan, and then they also have one with Adobe Stock. We'll look at prices in a moment. So what do you get with the Creative Cloud? Well, if you choose one of the packages where you get all the programs, you get Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, Adobe Stock, Illustrator Draw, Typekit. These are all things that are used in the design world. You also get web design tools, Adobe XD, Adobe Muse, Typekit, Dreamweaver. If you're into photography, you get Lightroom. Of course, you still get Photoshop, Creative Cloud Photography Plan. And then if you're into video making, since you're watching a video on YouTube, there's a good chance maybe it's something you're interested in. You get Adobe Premiere Pro, Adobe Audition, Adobe Story, Premiere Clip, Character Animator, and After Effects. You also get Spark Post, Spark Page, Spark Video. You can turn those into video stories. And so you might be looking at all of these and you don't even really know where to get started. There's so many different programs Adobe's offering. I'll just go ahead and tell you I use Photoshop. That's how I learned to do graphic design. A lot of people learn on Illustrator. I learned on Photoshop, just one tool at a time, learning how to use it. It's still primarily what I use for things that are going on the web. For things that are print, I do use Illustrator because you can export things to PDF. InDesign is for print and digital publishing also. I use that for business cards and some other things as well. Adobe Stock, I'm a huge believer in Adobe Stock. There are places you can go to kind of get maybe stock photography cheaper, but Adobe Stock is very safe. You've got full license to everything. And then I also use Adobe Audition for some audio needs for my videos. So out of all of these, I only use a couple. For whatever your needs are, you just need to kind of figure out what it is that you want to do with your online business and just learn one at a time. That's how I started, just learning one at a time. I'm very confident I could learn how to use any of these just by watching some YouTube tutorials and getting on one of the programs and just playing around with the software. So We're going to look now at the plans and pricing. Here, it's going to transport us to another page where you'd want to create an account. But here are the plans. So for photography, you get Photoshop, Lightroom, and it's only $9.99 a month. It's pretty cheap. It's a good place to start. You could also use the single app where you could get any of the other Creative Desktop apps. You get one of them. So that's only $19.99 a month. The apps plan, the all apps plan, is $49.99 a month. You can pay it monthly. You could also pay it annually. In this one, you get access to all of the apps. You get a lot of storage, and you get cloud storage also. I'm not really interested in any of the cloud storage in the 10 terabytes of cloud storage available. I just want the apps, and that's why the $49.99 plan is great, but I really prefer the $79.98 plan. It is important to note that if you work at a nonprofit, Adobe has something through TechSoup. It's a online nonprofit website where you can actually get all of the apps for $19.99 a month. So it's something to look at if you're in the nonprofit world. But for $79.99 or for $79.98 per month, you get all of the apps and Adobe stock. So you get 10 free images a month, and those images roll over. So if one month you didn't use any images, then they're going to roll over to the next month. So I've got, on my account, I think I've got 80, 90 images right now I can use. I've had as many as 150 over the years, and then I'll go through and use several at a time, either creating a website or on some kind of print publication. So all you do here is you select what you want to do. I'm going to go ahead and select the Adobe stock. If you're doing something where you're going to need images, there's really no reason not to do the Adobe stock plan. So you get one free month here. So you actually only pay $49.99 a month, and you would just type in your email. Let's see if it'll let me type in a test email here. And then you just would go ahead and put your information in. An email was sent to that fake email address I typed in with login information. So you just log in and select it, and then you're able to use, you see down here, I've got Illustrator and Audition open or on my doc tab here. And you'll see this is just something I made in Photoshop. This is for a customer of mine who I do graphic design for. I basically will, every time he gets a new car, I will go in here and put the new car. As you can see, I've got several in here. I've stacked them up. But the whole point of me showing you this is because a lot of the videos that we're going to be showing you guys on the online business realm are going to require you to, such as a logo design business. I'm going to be doing a series where I show you how to create a logo design business and how easy with Adobe stock and Photoshop it is to create incredible logos for people in basically no time that they're willing to pay anywhere from $100 to $500 for. So I thought before I get into showing you that business, also how to create a website design business, that it'd be really important for me to show you guys how you can sign up for the Creative Cloud. If you just want to start with, let's say, Photoshop or Illustrator and learn that inside out, it's only $20 a month. In the past, this would have cost you thousands of dollars. So really, we're at such a technological and financial advantage over website designers and graphic designers of, say, even 10 to 15 years ago, that there's no reason for you, if you have any spare time, not to learn how to use these programs. So we're going to be showing you more in detail about how to use each and every one of these over a period of time. But the first thing you got to do is get signed up for Creative Cloud. So if you don't get signed up for this and you have other free tools that you can use, then I'm sure a lot of the videos we'll show you will be able to work with those also. But I just can't really recommend this enough. So don't forget to hit subscribe to follow all online business realm videos. And until next time, get out there and make some money.